The Pokemon League champion of each game is notably the strongest trainer of the entire region, and therefore is the biggest deal. They are usually heavily respected, and you anticipate battling them at the end of every Pokemon game. However, something that varies from game to game is how difficult the champion may be, and how cool the champion is. Or in this case, how much aura they have. Aura is very important for a champion. I mean, after all, you're supposed to be the big shot of the region, so I expect you to have some sort of flair or interesting aspect about you. Here's what aura is to me. The champion's outfit, way of talking, way of battling, and their ace Pokemon are all a part of their aura. And I'm not gonna lie, some champions just lack these things. So I will be ranking all champions from Generation 1 to Generation 9 based on these things. I will also only be ranking the champions shown here on screen. I'm not ranking DLC champs or anime-only champs. A champion to me must be someone that you fight at the end of the Pokemon League to claim the champion title, or have stated they are the champion. That means no Kukui or Hau, because technically in Sun and Moon, you automatically become the champion after defeating the Elite Four. I also want to say I'm mostly basing the champions off of how they are in their respective games. Also no Trace, because why would I do that? Anyways, now that we got the basics down, let's start ranking. Starting at number 10, the champion with the least amount of aura is Geeta. Geeta did not interest me at all in Pokemon Violet. Yeah, she's got a somewhat cool design and is overall a chill character, but that's literally it. Her full party of 6 consists of nothing but fodder, she has no other interesting aspects of herself at all, and she's just so boring. Also, aren't champions supposed to have a cool, not seen anywhere else ace? Glimmora? Huh? It just felt so lame, especially since her entire party consisted of Pokemon we've seen already. She wasn't hard to beat at all either, and she lacked something special or interesting. I feel like if she had a better team, introduction, and more screen time that didn't feel awkward, she'd be higher up on this list. Unfortunately for her, that is far too many traits to have to be changed if she were to be cooler. I can see why people say that Nemona is the true champion of Paldea. No aura. Sorry, but not really sorry. On to number 9. It's Diantha, okay? Yes, it's Diantha. Now, this was ranked based on who my favorite champion was. She'd be somewhere else on this list. Now, let's all be very, very honest with ourselves. Did anyone have trouble fighting her? Or even remember her? Yes, her Mega Gardevoir ace could be a bit challenging for some players, but I literally do not recall having a single problem with her. Or the entirety of this game. Firstly, I do not like her outfit. I get it's meant to look like a fairy since that's her thing, but no. Secondly, I feel like she didn't have enough screen time to be properly liked. She popped up one time, said something something Lysander, then appeared at the end of the game as a PNG. A PNG! The game itself doesn't even want to give her any aura. They gave it to Lysander and Sycamore though. She's a pretty good character, she's just too bland. It especially sucks since it seems like she should be well liked, they just don't do enough for her. She had potential, but again, it seemed like the game just really didn't care to make her special like the others. Very mild aura. Next up, at number 8, is Alder. Alder is overall a chill guy. He doesn't really mind what people think of him, and honestly, you can tell aura farming isn't his biggest concern. Unless you call jumping off of cliffs multiple times aura farming. I personally just think something's wrong with him, but that's just me. His team is pretty cool too. Cool ace, cool design, and overall cool dude. However, aura, I don't really think so. Honestly, compared to Iris for Gen 5 champions, he's just a bit forgettable. I don't really remember having trouble with his battle, and he's just kind of basic. Don't get me wrong, I like the guy, but he really isn't anything special compared to the other champions. He just seems a bit basic, you know? Boring. His theme song is really good though, and I like to use it in my videos. I do not like that Pokeball chain though. That looks stupid. Pretty mild aura from Grandpa here. Number 7 is going to have to be Wallace. I love Wallace. I loved him when I played Oraz, and I like the fact that he is technically the champion of Hoenn and Emerald. Love the Milotic, love the water types, also that outfit change, the waves, the revealed hips, that's so like, it's gay. It's gay. Aside from Wallace having one of the best redesigns and coolest Pokemon teams, the aura he's giving off is a bit off. Not because he's gay. I can't tell if it's because it feels like he kind of tries too hard, or if it's because he just seems like he was born with aura. It's not fair to the others that he didn't have to work for his aura. It just comes so naturally. Too naturally. I mean, look at his niece. They both have a sort of glam or glitz about them, but it's not really necessarily aura. I'd say there are different categories like aura, glitz, you know? Off-brand aura, cheating aura. At number 6, and I'm regretting putting him this low, I'm already regret. At number 6, we have Blue. I never played the Gen 1 games aside from Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, but I do know Blue. And Red, I guess. I can't exactly say if the fight was difficult, but there is definitely aura present here. First of all, the amount of aura he gets from becoming champion before you as your rival. I also love his recurring battles in other games, and his overall personality is perfect for a rival. Like whenever I think of the term rival, I just think of Blue. He's iconic, being the first rival and all, and pretty tough. It kind of feels like Blue tries too hard to be cool, but he also kind of does it successfully. When I think of Blue, my mind immediately goes to this picture here, since this was my first introduction to his character as a kid. And this is the most aura he has ever had. He's like a cool retired champion on vacation, like, it's me. Not to mention his various outfits. I don't know about you, but I preferred simplified designs over extravagant designs any day.
Oh my god, my fit is fantastic. Oh my god, my fit is fantastic. Oh my god, my fit is fantastic.
Aura is present. And now, at number 5, we are halfway there, Iris. Have you ever wanted to feel like Arceus itself was blessing your ears while you were getting absolutely demolished by some little girl's dragons? Everything about Iris is just effortlessly cool. Her big princess dress and her crown, her overall design, and her absolutely ridiculously strong Pokemon. I remember having the most trouble battling her when I was little. It literally was no joke the amount of times I soft resetted because I didn't want to fight the Elite Four all over again. It was probably because I refused to have any status moves, because I was like 7 years old and stupid. Despite the anime doing her so completely dirty, her in-game personality and Pokemon team is probably the coolest in Unova game-wise. And a champion automatically gains aura if they assist you in the game, and her help with Team Plasma was just aura. Pleasant aura. And now, at number 4, unfortunately, Leon. Can you count constant glazing as aura? You have the entire region hyping this dude up for the last battle, which arguably was very difficult for me, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people like Leon, and it could be argued that he is quite literally canonically the strongest champion besides Cynthia and Steven Stone. But let's take a deeper look, okay? Horrible outfit, horrible. I do not care. He looks like a kid whose mom let him finally dress himself. The sponsors plastered all over the back of the cape? No. The Sword and Shield shirt? No. The stupid little crown design on his snapback? Whatever. His catchphrase? Cornball. His iconic pose? Whack. The fact that he's a big dumb idiot who gets lost for some reason? Loser. His charming and charismatic personality and refreshing demeanor that differed from other champions?
We can't add this clip, we have to delete this one right now.
Anyways, aside from Leon's over-extravagance, it is undeniable that he has aura. Why else would he have so many fans inside and outside of the game? And the cape is an automatic aura factor. His entire team is, like, actually good too. Especially the addition of Pokemon like Aegislash and Dragapult. Aegislash for the whole Sword and Shield theme, and Dragapult as his pseudo-legendary. There was also something about his fight that gave me a sort of accomplished feeling. Good aura, I guess. And finally, we are moving to the top 3. Which 3 champions have the most aura? The immediate goosebumps you get from just being in her presence. The immediate regret I felt when I walked into that villa in White 2 was undescribed. That was my first and only encounter battling Cynthia, and that was all it took for me to fear her. Her vicious, undefeated team and status as champion brings way too much aura. Her outfit and design just complement her calm and collected personality, and she is forever iconic in Pokemon. She may just be the most popular female character in all of Pokemon, actually, and it makes sense. She is also notably one of the strongest champions in all of Pokemon games, and it can be unanimously agreed that her battle is difficult, no denying it. Her aura is unprecedented, relentless, and slightly unnerving. Her and her Garchomp will remain top 3 aura farmers without even having to try, really. Number 2. How much aura do you gain by being the Johto region's Batman? This absolute aura farmer gains aura simply by standing there and letting his cape nonchalantly flap in the wind. He has a super cool Dragonite that evolved earlier than it should because he just loves Pokemon so much. Did I say Dragonite? I meant Dragonites, because he not only has 1, not 2, but 3 cute and cuddly dragons of malice and hatred who want to kill you. Does it matter that he has 3 overlevel Dragonites and uses 4 full restores? No, because that adds to the challenge! And I just love a champion that remembers they have adult responsibilities, like stopping the villainous organization Team Rocket, walking through the halls after infiltrating their secret base and bringing them down alongside the player. It's Aura. Aura and Capes run in this family too. After all, just look at his super cool cousin Claire. I get that not a lot of people particularly care for Lance, but you have to admit he has aura. Aura has a lot to do with how you present yourself, and his stoic, composed attitude and strong sense of justice just gives him an unbelievable amount of aura. What's that? Am I being biased? No! I'm not, I promise. And now, number 1. From the moment I first saw him, I knew he was not your average champion. He had flair, he was interesting, he was dressed right, the way he talked was right, the way he acted, the way he presented himself. He had aura. Not just any kind of aura. He had the most aura. The best aura. Steven Stone. Steven is one of the most iconic champions, and I don't know a single person that dislikes him. As many game characters say, he's just far too charming and charismatic not to like. He presents himself with a sort of dignity and respect, and he's just so refined as a character alone. Not to mention he's equally as challenging. Being a Steel-type user, both him and his Metagross mean business. But that's not where all his aura comes from. That's just the start. When Oraz came along, it blessed nearly all the Ruby and Sapphire characters with beautiful redesigns, and some even got new positions. Steven's fit was good back then, but now? Immaculate. His silver cuffs that resemble steel crowns, his 1, 2, 3, 4 silver rings, his blood red tie being the strong pop of color among his semi-monochromatic suit, his Mega Stone being a little lapel pin on his suit. Guys, this shit is so peak. It's easy for me to say that Steven Stone just has the most aura. It's also easy to say that he is the best champion. There, I said it. Easy. Steven Stone for best champion. That concludes my personal aura ranking for all the champions. What do you think about my ranking? Good? Moderate? Ah, hell, here's a better question. Do you like Lance? I watched Generations a couple years ago and it made me want to play Gold and Silver since the only Pokemon gens I haven't played are 1, 2, and 4. And I just liked Lance after that. I mean, I thought he was really cool. I thought, you know, Dragon Master and he's got the cape and everything. He became my favorite champion almost instantly, which is crazy because like my favorite was Steven Stone for like a good 8 years until I figured that out, so. Is he lame? Give it to me straight. Is he lame? Okay, bye.